I'm a UCLA student on day 5 of my hunger strike to urge my school to stop investing in my people's genocide, and I have some updates. The first update is that I've been in talks with groups on my campus about potentially doing a collaboration of some sort or a community building of some sort, so we have more pressure on the school, which I think is really awesome. And the second update is a few very, very large news outlets have reached out to ask for permission to use my video on the news, and that is very big. UCLA hates press about the protests, so I'm really hoping that it being on a news site would make them even more uncomfortable. I also want to tell you guys what's going on in my body, because it's been pretty intense. Obviously, I have not eaten food in 5 days. I've just been drinking water and coconut water and electrolytes. So the first thing that's very surprising and strange is I have been sweating more than I have literally sweat in my entire life. I don't know the science behind any of this, but I wake up in pools of sweat. The next one is really gross, okay, TMI. I'm consuming so much water and no food that water is coming out, number 1 and number 2. There's nothing in my stomach, so it's literally just water. I want to put a massive trigger warning before what I say. This is not a way to lose weight at all. This is actually so bad for your body, and I do not recommend this. I weighed myself yesterday, and I have lost 5 pounds since beginning the hunger strike, which is almost more than a pound a day. But I have been talking to doctors, and they have been monitoring my vitals to make sure that I'm not doing severe damage to my body. This experience has given me so much perspective on what daily life is like in Gaza, but I'm choosing not to eat in strike, in protest. They are being forced to go through this, and just knowing that they're doing this and they don't even have clean water, which is the only thing keeping me alive right now, is heart-shattering, and only gives me more passion to keep the strike going. I probably won't do another campus update video until tomorrow when I've talked to all the groups on campus, so yeah, keep an eye out for that, and please keep tagging. Thank you so much for the support. Hi. Okay, so it's the end of day 3, beginning of day 4 of my hunger strike to urge UCLA to divest, and I have some updates. My first update is that I was rudely awakened at 6 a.m. this morning by the UCLA campus police department. They gave me a call. I didn't answer. I was sleeping. And then one of the police officers left a voicemail. I don't know if it's legal for me to put the voicemail in here, but basically he was like, "Hey, Maya, I heard, we got a report that you might not be okay, so call us back if you can. I just want to check on you." You want to check on me? Let's not forget what the campus police did to students this time last year. Second thing, people are someone made a video saying, "Isn't it funny how Maya is doing this during finals week?" UCLA is a quarter system. We're going into week 5 of 10 quarters. We're doing midterms right now. There's 5 weeks of school left. Yes, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry. But you know what? I just keep thinking, I'm strong and I can do it. And, people have been so supportive and kind. And I'm going to link up with some other kids on hunger strike at other universities in California this week. And that's really keeping me going, knowing that there is a bigger cause here. Also, I have been drinking way more water. I realized I was not drinking enough water. And yeah, I'm excited to go into day 4. And I feel really powerful that I'm doing something. I feel really glad that I'm doing something. I feel like the last type of protest is to put your body on the line, and then that's what I'm willing to do for my people in Palestine. So I will see you tomorrow on day 4. So it just became day 3 of my hunger strike. I am a UCLA student currently on hunger strike in support of divestment from Israel. And I want to answer some frequently asked questions/comments about going on hunger strike. The number 1 asked question is, what are you going to do if UCLA doesn't respond? And the goal of a hunger strike is to strike until they have no choice to respond, which usually means hospitalization or getting to a point where it's making a big buzz in the news. So I plan on striking until they respond to me, or until I'm intubated until I can't strike anymore. The next question is, well, it's kind of a comment. Like, a lot of people are saying, like, hunger strikes are pointless, which is actually so crazy because hunger strikes have been used throughout history by, like, really prominent groups fighting for their liberation, and it's, like, worked so many times. The IRA, who's, like, one of my biggest inspirations in activism, they went on hunger strike, and it did a lot of good for their cause. So I recommend looking into that. Some people are asking, like, what it was like being on hunger strike, and honestly, I'm so hungry, obviously. But it's not as bad as, like, I thought it would be, I guess. The first day was, like, by far the hardest. I felt like I couldn't move. Some people were asking if I was the only person on hunger strike, and I'm the only person at UCLA on hunger strike, but there are students right now across all campuses in California on hunger strike, and I think they're like 3 days ahead of me. So I think they're on day 5 today. Big annoying question that I was getting was, if you don't want tuition money to go to Israel, then why are you paying tuition? I actually don't pay any tuition. I go to UCLA for free, and I probably wouldn't go there if I had to pay tuition. That was like a big thing for me when considering college. Some Zionists were like, she needs to go on hunger strike, she needs to lose weight. Please don't play with me right now. Please don't play with me right now, please. I'm hoping that UCLA will eventually say something. I think they will, and I'm willing to take it as far as it needs to go to speak with them about divesting.